Hey everybody, I'm Mike Peters.
And I'm Rebecca Farina.
And you're watching
LIE.
Whoop!
Coming up, we'll find out about all the great stuff happening in October.
Plus, we'll take a look at a great Long Island business and community sponsor.
And we have a winner for the Norman Hall Memorial Playwrights Festival.
All that and more
On LIE. Hey everybody.
Welcome to October, everybody. It's my favorite month.
It is
You
an
know
awesome
why?
month. Halloween.
Halloween. I love Halloween. And to celebrate every weekend at noon and midnight on Patv, we're going to be airing a different horror movie. Make sure to check them out.
Oh, wow.
I really love this time of year.
There's so many cool things on the channel, and you know, a great way to celebrate community media is on Community Media Day, which
right.
is October 20th. It's right around the corner, and you could check out all our social media pages and everything that we're doing here.
Make sure to give us a like, check out our YouTube as well. Plus in October, on October 18th, we have the League of Women Voters Meet the Candidates Night. It's a great way to get to know your local politicians before you vote in November. If you can't make the debate at the Universalist Church in Shelter Rock, you can check it out on our channel every weekday at 8 a.m.
And another really cool thing is that our very own producer, Vito Di Simone, at this year's Sons of Italy Columbus Day Parade in Huntington.
Super
So
exciting.
congratulations to him. And we have a clip to show you. Let's check it out.
My name is Vito Di Simone, and I am the producer of an Italian-American program on TV, the Columbus Day Parade. It reminds us that we all are thankful of Columbus because he discovered America. Now, I understand that the word discovering does not please everyone, but in fact, for the Europeans, for the Africans, and for the Asians, this was a discovering. Nobody knew that there was such a large land, which is about 10 times larger than Europe. The future is in our hand. We can continue to hate one another, create division, but we can also, being humans, and eventually we learn the lesson, we can unite as human beings, not as Native Americans, or not as Italians, or not as American themselves. We can unite and have, for example, Columbus to be the uniting figure, because in fact he united the world by discovering it. And so the discovery could be an initial point in which we all agree to participate in the human progress.
Gun safety and gun control is an important topic that's being discussed right now in our community and in our country.
It's true, and Tony Durso, the state assemblyman, recently held a forum on gun safety in our neighborhood, and lots of state officials were there. Ellen Birnbaum was there, the district attorney Madeline Singas was there, and it was a really great forum, and we have a clip for you to watch.
I have a co-sponsored 9 bills this year to protect us from gun violence. But the work is far from done. Elected officials and private organizations alike must continue to work together to engage a healthy discourse and influence much needed changes. With that being said, I thank all in attendance for coming to this Gun Sense Forum and comment to the work of Moms Demand Action and North Shore Action in their quest to make the world a safer place. Thank you. So that's all I want to say.
A lot of times when I talk to people about my activism, I tell them that it is generational. It didn't just start when the shooting at Parkland happened.
My name is Shanae Johnson, and I am a survivor. My 17-year-old Kendrick Ali Mall Jr. was murdered in 2010.
But what I'm saying is, how is it that in Nassau County, how old do I have to be in Nassau County to buy a box of cigarettes? 21. Yeah. Wow. But I could still walk into any sporting goods store and buy myself a gun. And somewhere along the lines, this becomes normal.
You know, we used to put our kids on the bus. I used to put, you know, I have twins, they're 16. I used to put them on the bus to go to school in the morning, and from 8:30 until 3:30, I was like, okay, they're in school. Everything's safe. Everything's gonna be okay. Like, I could not have to worry about them during that time period. That's not true anymore.
I would just like to make a statement, and I think what's happening in Nassau County with the bill that I'm sponsoring is similar to what happens in New York State. There's just certain elected officials that refuse to touch any issues dealing with guns. Yeah. And do I have to say it? But it's political. It's partisan.
So you know PATV has a board of directors, right?
Yes, I do.
Nonprofit, we got a board of directors, representatives from all over our community. You know our president of the board, Bob Schofeld?
Absolutely.
Well, he does so much for this community. President of the board is just scratching the surface. He does so much. And you can learn all about the great things he does for us and our community on a brand new episode of Access Spotlight.
Let's check it out.
Welcome to Access Spotlight. I'm Shirley Ann Bruno, your host for today's program and the former executive director of PATV. Access Spotlight is a series of programs in which we interview our neighbors who are doing unique and interesting things in our community. My guest today is Robert Schofeld, a lawyer and resident of the village of Thomaston, with whom I've had the pleasure of working with at Public Access since 2002. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, Shirley. I'm happy to be here.
How long have you lived in Great Neck, and why did you choose Great Neck?
Well, I first moved to Great Neck in 1987 when a friend gave me her apartment, and I lived on Knightsbridge Road. I lived there until I became engaged to my wife, at which time I moved in with her in New York City, and then we moved back to Great Neck in 1991.
Thank you for watching PATV. What we do here has been made possible in part by community residents and organizations using our facility and equipment to create original programming. Come visit, take a tour, and get involved.
So did you know that Long Island has a spy trail?
Really? They do?
Yes. And you can find out all about it on this new segment of Did You Know with Carlene Lavelle. Let's check it out.
We're in Setauket today, and because of Setauket spies, George Washington was able to help America win the war. Hi, I'm Carlene Lavelle, and this is Did You Know, a segment on LIE Magazine where I tell you something you probably didn't know about Long Island. On this episode, I tell you about the Culper spy ring's role in the Revolutionary War. After the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the British wanted control over New York so that they could isolate New England from the rest of the colonies. The British brought in 32,000 troops to America's 4,000. Americans were clearly outnumbered and losing the battle, which could have meant the end of the revolution. However, General Howe of the British Army prematurely ended the battle, allowing the revolution to continue. The first battle was called the Battle of Long Island. George Washington realized that he had an opportunity to win the war. In order to win, he needed intel on the British. His idea was to use intelligence to compensate for what they lacked in weapons, troops, and training.
We're standing in front of the First Presbyterian Church where Benjamin Talmadge is buried. Benjamin Talmadge was the head of George Washington's army. He's credited as creating the Culper spy ring and helping to use his friends as spies to help America win the war. Another fun fact about this church is that his father was the minister before and after the war.
The Culper spy ring goes 50 miles from Route 25A in Great Neck all the way to Port Jefferson. When Benjamin Talmadge was tasked with starting the Culper spy ring in 1778, he recruited longtime friends of his that he went to school with at the Setauket School, right here. Now, a really cool fact is that there is a statue of Benjamin Talmadge on the gymnasium building, right over here. Benjamin Talmadge recruited his friend, Abraham Woodhull. Abraham Woodhull would be called Samuel Culper Sr., who would also support and give intel on the British. His statue is right over here. In order for Benjamin Talmadge and Abraham Woodhull to communicate, they enlisted the help of Caleb Brewster. Caleb Brewster would utilize his whaleboats on smuggling and military missions to bring messages between the two. This is the home of Caleb Brewster. Caleb Brewster would bring his whaling boats to places just like this to find out exactly where Benjamin Talmadge was hiding. Anna Smith, the first female spy, would hang different types of clothing, including handkerchiefs, to tell him exactly which cove that Talmadge was hiding. It could have been any one of 6. Not far from where Anna Strong hung her clothes is where Abraham Woodhull lived. When the British became suspicious of Abraham Woodhull, he enlisted his friend Robert Townsend to participate in the spy ring. Robert Townsend was reluctant to do so, but he did, and he became known as Samuel Culper Jr. He resided in Oyster Bay in Raynham Hall, which is right here. Robert Townsend was known to be a local journalist and a merchantman, which allowed him to go in and out of the city to gather intel from the British, which he would bring back to help Washington's army. There are more than 10 locations that supported and served the Culper spy ring until the war's end in 1783. Some of these places included are the Arsenal in Huntington, where Job Sammies hid gunpowder in his attic during the onset of the British occupation. The Conkling House, where Sybil Conkling lived and worked while her husband was held captive by the British. And Row Tavern, where Austin Rowe ran a tavern in East Setauket and used his position as a tavern owner to justify his trips to New York City, where he gathered the supplies he needed for the tavern, as well as the intelligence that had to be relayed to George Washington. We've covered espionage in great detail. And just remember, if you ever want to tell someone a secret in Long Island, be careful because there might be spies. I'm Carlene LaValle. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, cool facts, or suggestions for our next Did You Know segment, send us a note at info@patv.org.
We have been a staple in the community for over 45 years at this point, and my brother and I continue to operate this company today. Some of the ways that we've given back over the years is our drunk driving program, which occurs during the holidays, usually starts mid-December and runs through January 2nd. We will actually give you a ride home for free from a local catering hall, bar, restaurant, if you feel you've had too much to drink. In addition to bringing you home for free, we will even bring you back to your car the next day. There should be no reason to get behind the wheel. Another way we give back is through our Election Day program. We offer free rides to and from the polls for our senior citizens and disabled customers. This is open to anybody in the local area. We will bring you to your voting poll, wait for you, and bring you back home. We all know how important it is to put our vote out, so we feel the people that may not have the reliability of their own transportation, rely on us, please. And we feel that it's usually the senior citizens that might have more difficulty, and the disabled as well. Having somebody come and get them, we will come and get them at no charge to get to and from the election polls. Last year we decided for Ronald McDonald House to make it sort of fun for the children. We took a bunch of taxis, painted them red, and donated a portion of every ride that was performed in those taxis back to Ronald McDonald House. They were cars that were dressed up like Elf on the Shelf, and they had Christmas lights on them, in addition to Ronald McDonald's name on the actual taxi cabs for name recognition, more so to the community. For those who may not know about the organization, it's something for them to learn. And it was really fun and much appreciated by the House when we were able to present them with a check for a few $1,000s to give back to them to use for whatever it may need for their families that they house there.
Hi, I'm Shoshana Eliu Sellers. I'm here at Mediterranean Seafood and Grill in Great Neck, and we're gonna taste some delicious food. So why don't you come join me? I'm here to see Brady Land because he's gonna teach me how to make my favorite dish.
Hi, welcome to Mediterranean Seafood and Grill. We're going to be cooking one of Shoshana's favorite dishes, the salmon kebab. Look.
Yeah, definitely my favorite. Let's go. Hi, we're back in the kitchen now, and Brady's going to show me how to make the salmon. How often do you have to buy fish?
We get fish in daily, every day. The salmon comes in daily, the bronzini, the rainbow trout. Let's get going here. Here we have the salmon already pre-cut from a whole salmon that weighs between 14 and 16 pounds. So here we're going to take some salmons, put it on the grill, which the Greek and Mediterranean places have been doing for the last 1,000 years. We're going to season it with some herbs.
He's using some herbs now? Okay, I could do that.
I'm sure you could. Now we're going to let it cook a little bit. Let's not forget the extra virgin oil.
Okay, extra virgin olive oil.
Look at that, Shoshana. Look at this.
Looks delicious. Can't wait to eat it.
We're going to turn it a couple of times.
How long does it take, Brady?
It's going to take about 8 to 9 minutes to cook. These are pretty big chunks, so it takes a little time to cook.
Okay, so now we're at the table and I'm ready to enjoy my delicious salmon kebab with basmati rice, mixed vegetables, hummus, baba ganoush, a delicious salad, and pita bread. Thanks.
Oh, a plane!
Whoa!
Whoa!
We usually only get planes at the beginning of the show. What's this?
I think it's the winner of the Norman Hall Memorial Playwrights Festival.
Wow.
The play that we're gonna produce here.
All these months of producing and filming, we finally have a winner?
We finally have a winner.
Well,
Are you ready?
I can't contain my excitement. Who is it?
Let's find out. And the winner is 5 North by Chris Cuff.
Woo! All right. That's great. I
Awesome.
can't wait till we get to do a full production with this play. It's going to be really awesome.
It's going to be amazing. Can't wait to produce it here. And congratulations to Chris.
Wow.
It's going to be awesome.
Man, this was a really good show for October. I was
was.
really impressed with all the great stuff that's going on at Patv and in the community.
Yeah, we had the League of Women Voters and
Plus
Columbus Day.
Columbus Day. We had all these great segments. Did you know? I can only think of one way that we can end this perfect show.
We need a vibe with Grace.
Grace?
Here you go, Grace.
Wow, incoming! Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Rebecca and Mike, for this little airplane of good news, good vibes coming my way from my segment. I'm really appreciative of that. And as you know, this month of October 2018 will be fabulous. It's going to be gorgeous. We're going to have the changing leaves, the cacophony of color, the air gets crisp, everybody's picking apples and enjoying them. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we have Halloween with things that go bump in the night, right up my alley. I love Halloween, All Hallows Eve. But good spirits and staying in good spirits will take some concerted effort this month. There is a lot of stress going on astrologically, so you need to keep in the positive zone. Every time somebody's trying to rain on your parade, just get out that umbrella and do your Gene Kelly Singing in the Rain and bring on those positive vibes, because you make it happen. And that's what's so important. You have the ability to choose to be happy, to enjoy this wonderful month. And I know you're going to. I think you're really going to do this and enjoy the whole offerings of the new autumn season. That's the way to be. So remember to stay in the positive zone. October, yeah, some challenging news is going to be released worldwide, but with all the craziness that goes on. But guess what? Amidst the chaos, you can be the calm in the storm. So find your calm, get yourself all bundled up in front of a nice blazing fire and drink that apple cider and think happy thoughts. Until next month, stay in the positive zone.